So The Vow season 2 is coming on HBO. I watched season 1. I thought that shit was actually I accidentally ended up watching it because I don't know why I ended up fucking watching that show.
It was good.
Yeah, I just fuck with anything that says cult or like serial killers. I'm like, I got time.
So does everyone. I mean, everyone's into this stuff nowadays.
Yeah, true enough, but like I'm an OG when it comes to this shit.
All right, you
I'm
and
like,
everyone else is an OG.
No, that doesn't make it unique enough when you say that. I want to feel special.
Okay.
All right, so The Vow. You actually. All right, how did you get in? What? So many things.
This is a lot.
So many places to go here.
Get the brain ready.
So first of all, where you want to start? Let's start with The Vow because I want to get into Scientology.
Oh my gosh, I just finished Leah Remini's book.
Word?
Like literally this morning.
Let's start with Scientology. So
oh my God, I want to join Scientology. Let's start there.
First of all, let's make a disclaimer. Scientology people, these are jokes. I don't want anyone to think that I personally want to join Scientology. Don't start knocking on my door. Don't start coming around, calling me, harassing me, nothing like this. Anything I say is for fun and fucking entertainment purposes. Now, Scientology, we in Wichita right now. I don't even know if I want that out there now.
Kirstie Allen.
Kirstie Allen.
I watched her reality show when I was younger, Kirstie Allen's Big Life or whatever.
Yeah. Well, so L. Ron Hubbard, we got an L. Ron Hubbard Scientology building over in College Hill. Have you seen it?
I have passed it. I've never like stopped and admired it.
No, I don't think you can just walk in. I hope that ain't what you think is going on. But we got a Scientology building. I honestly had no idea. I knew she was here. Kirstie Alley was from here. I knew that because they made such a big deal about look who's talking. And then one day I saw Scientology on this stone. What the fuck is this? It said L. Ron Hubbard sign because I blocked around like, nah, it can't be what I thought
you
I
have
saw.
to turn around, yeah.
And so I went back around, I saw it, and I saw people like in suits outside sitting on the thing.
Stop! Did you go say hi?
Fuck no.
Oh my God.
Why would I do that?
Unreal.
Yeah. So this was the first time in my life where I felt like I truly encountered like a cult. And
you can call them.
Yeah, I know what I'm just looking out for my well-being because.
Oh well, the thing is, like Scientologists, if they are in, and if they are watching it, you call them a cult, they're just absolutely going to dismiss everything you say. So you can call them whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dismiss all parts of this. Let me see this. Make sure. So Scientology is one of these things I just feel like is the most ridiculous shit on earth. I honestly do.
One thing about cults is, especially like cult documentaries or books about cults and stuff, is I feel like what they're trying to do now is explain why people get into cults. Because you hear in Scientology, oh, you have to scrub toilets with a toothbrush. You have to lick the floor. Like you hear these things. You're like, why would anyone join it? But
I didn't know that.
Oh, I did a lot of bad stuff. But you need to like learning about why people get into it. And, you know, Scientology, for example, people wanted to get into it to change the world and to make the world a better place and whatever else that they thought they were getting into. So I feel like that's what people need to understand. People don't get in to be abused and to not speak to their family and not have all their thoughts controlled. There's good reasons why people get in, and then at some point you get trapped, whether it's emotionally or physically, and you're stuck.
I don't know, man. Well, I know. So I do feel a way for people who are born.
Yeah, that is tough.
Into it, but people on the outside, you know, I would feel like you have to go in not knowing anything about the group to like right now with everything that's out about Children of God, NXIVM, fucking Scientology. I don't know how you join if you know any little thing about it.
Well, now I don't know who's joining, but people who are in it,
motherfuckers on Google.
I mean, well, you could. I mean, this could go into like QAnon and conspiracy theories of how you just go down a rabbit hole. True.
But that I get because there's a group think with QAnon and shit like this. There's like, all right, first you're just we have a very similar belief structure on a very simple thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can actually go on the internet and go into like-minded people. And then like-minded people who are also saying the type of things that I say. And oh, look, we got a little group. Now we're playing like fucking, I don't know what you call this, cosplay.
No. Okay. Not worth
So
it.
I can see like something like QAnon. I can't see something like Scientology at this point.
But you could argue that's the same concept of like groupthink. Like you want to join a group where they're trying to change the world for the better. That's a groupthink, and that's why you're joining it.
All right, Scientology though. See, it's weird because I'm a Christian person. I will also say that like Christianity is kind of a cult because the sort of things that we say is like,
It could be.
You really think that happened like that? So I
Yeah.
could get it.
Okay.
But like the fact that like your Messiah or your person just died like 27 years ago is like crazy to me. L. Ron Hubbard.
It was only discovered in the 60s.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't. I don't think you can be a religion that just started. Like the fact that you like what people believe in their religion is like so far down the line that's like maybe it's true, maybe it's not. It's faith. But like Scientology is like, hey, do you believe that dude?
But I actually argue people could say that religion should be started more recently because we know more.
I like, all right, okay.
You know, like
I'm
why should I
rocking.
believe something that happened in 2000 BC or whenever? I feel like I should believe, like if someone started something now, I'm going to believe them.
I don't like how you made logic of that. That's actually
Can I
really
drop this mic?
fucking. That's really solid. But wouldn't it be more closer to a older religion should modernize to what's happening now versus let's start something brand? Because if you start something brand new, it's really just like a fucking club.
Well, yeah, but okay, you're talking about how religion from X amount of years ago should modernize. Well, that's kind of what like. Okay, this is going to be a long-winded example.
Keep
But
going.
in cults, you know, they have their doomsday.
True.
And then the doomsday doesn't happen. And then they're like, oh, we have the date wrong. And they revamp and they kind of say, here's a new doomsday or like, here's our new principles, blah, 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 blah. You could like say that with religion. Like, oh, well, now you want to change your principles? That's sketchy. Like, why are you not believing what you thought was always true? Now you're having new ideas?
Yeah, okay. But yeah, because we. Okay, Taylor, let me tell you something.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna admit something I don't admit very often. There's not a lot of people who kind of say things that make a certain logic that I cannot rebut.
This is kind of fun.
And
I don't think I'm good in arguments, so.
but the fact that you just laid you made an argument far better than most people who would argue with me on a religious standpoint. And it's not even like atheism, like, all right, we're gonna fight religion.
Right.
It's like literally like that was a good argument. They heard it. I don't need to repeat it.
All right.
I'm
Take it. That's all.
I'm actually fucking taken aback by this. I'm bothered.
I don't think it was that good of an argument.
It was so subtle though. It's not. It actually was a very solid argument. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'm really trying to sit up and figure out like a way around what you said, but I would be agreeing with you while trying to figure out a way to disagree with that.
Yeah.
So I can validate old religion, and I can't do it right now.
I don't even want to get into religion.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
I like cults.
I mean, hey, my last episode, well, the episode that just came out this week, she was an atheist. And that was a long diatribe of information. But I mean, I gave it a platform. I don't care. Someone agree. Whatever. So Coach, Scientology, you said you would join Scientology.
I mean, I wouldn't actually,
I
but
mean, it's out there. Let's put it out there so they can show up.
I've always wanted to go to the Mecca in Clearwater, Florida, and go
Why
to
you just
what?
go ahead. Go to Clearwater. You want to go to Clearwater? You want to see the big fucking building?
I want to see the beautiful white building, walk in, fill out the form, not with my real address or anything like that. But just see it. Like, go in there, see how they talk to you, and just be like, oh my gosh, they're already manipulating me. Or go in and be like, okay, that wasn't that, just experience. I mean, I don't want to join it. I just want to see it and be like, oh,
I wonder how
man.
many people show up and be like, never mind. I wonder, does that actually happen, or do people like go and then really have this revolutionary moment? You know why? Have you seen The Master with Joaquin Phoenix?
Mm-mm.
It's basically about being it's about the Church of Scientology. It's called The Master. It's not saying it is about Scientology, but
Oh,
basically it is about
okay,
Scientology.
yeah.
So Joaquin Phoenix was in it, and he was in it, and then he left it. Like, what's her name? Leah Remini.
Leah Remini, yeah.
I don't even understand how she left.
Well, okay, I just finished the book, so I just finished her book today. So
She had a show on TV.
that's a show that runs on in the background of my life. That's a background show for me. Her whatever it's even called on Netflix now. Anyways, basically she was like 7 or 8. Her mom's boyfriend was a Scientologist and basically kind of got the whole family in. So she was in it from when she was really young. So can't really fault her there. And then so she kind of grew up in it. And then basically David Miscavige, the leader, his wife was missing for like 6 years.
Is missing.
Yeah. And so she was like always asking questions. People weren't answering it. And then so that was like one thing. And then other things started happening. She'd say, okay, people wrote these reports. They would do these reports saying that she was so mean to them. She'd be like, I literally did nothing wrong. And then she would have to go be audited, which is basically like therapy, but like aggressive therapy where there's only one right answer, which is you're the problem.
Yeah.
You did something wrong.
Going clear,
Exactly. And so there's just all these little things that started adding up. And then she just kept trying to get the answer of like, where is David Miscavige's wife? Shelly, nothing. And people would get mad at her for asking, saying, it's not your place to ask, all this stuff. And then she basically left. And then thankfully her family went with her. But all of her friends that she had for 30, 40 years. Gone. Yeah. And she said like that next day she filed a missing person report for Shelly, and
life been fucked up since.
Yeah.
And I think I still like, even hearing it, and I've watched her show and her talk about it, I still don't know how you leave. Like, I don't know how for her. Obviously it ain't been the fucking simple journey, but like
right.
being so mentally like to have all that and then like, I'm leaving.
Well,
how? Because the structure, it's not like Christianity or modern Christianity where you just leave. It's like, if you leave Scientology, there's allegedly a whole process that goes with that. Even though as a human with free will, you can say, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy. Well, I mean, there's the ones who are just in it mentally that can't get out, but the ones that are physically trapped, I mean, that's a whole different story. But the mental ones, it's actually insane because you did watch Bad Vegan?
Yeah.
When she was, the cops had found the other guy, and I don't remember what name she was going by, when they were on the run, and they were like, are you Surma, whatever her last name was?
Yeah, sure. I don't know that.
Yeah. And she was like, nope, that's not me. Nope, that's not me. Nope, that's not me. And she was like, I know it's me, but I couldn't say anything. And that's the insane part. Like, how are you that deep? And for Leah, I get it. You've been in there most of your life. All the people you know are there. Everything you knew is there. You invested all this money into it. You don't want to give up now. You don't want to lose everything you've worked so hard for. If you're that close to going clear or finishing the program or whatever you want to call it,
this is fucked.
It's just it's insane. And there's so many cults out there, like modern day cults, Instagram cults. like Instagram influencers.
Okay, hold on. What do you mean Instagram cults?
I was talking about Instagram
Cults
and maybe not Instagram cults per se, but newer cults. You know, cults that are preying on a different type of people, younger people. So a little bit culty if anyone listens to. There's people who there was this one, I believe her name is Teal Swan. I don't know much about her. You ever heard of her?
Not at all.
And she had this YouTube video where basically it became viral in the sense that it said what to do if you're suicidal. And it was all about trying to, you know, not have someone be suicidal. But then her channel kind of turned into clickbait and like, well, if you're suicidal, you know. And so the video has been taken down because it I more or less promoted people to kill themselves. I don't know the details. So there's her, and then there's what is that one? There was one about Flame. What was it?
Teal Swan.
Teal Swan. I know it's a real name.